Absolute bullet.
Alright, man. We gotta win them niggas that run them plays that's hard to fucking stop on defense. Bitch, choose an offensive play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Breeze now on first down. And brought in by the tight end, Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay,
now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
2nd down and goal. Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all day? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern.
Somebody gonna block that nigga,
bro? To get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson steps away to his left. Now he's going to, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Luke Wilson, 70 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Check, crunch. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense.
Ooh,
The ball back. The special teams
niggas,
went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that?
Come on, bro. Ain't nobody supposed to be right there.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the three-quarter pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? When they headed for the home stretch is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it back and forth, and it's going to come down to Week 17, I believe, to decide that one. And New Orleans, yes, they will retain a top 2 spot.
Breeze now on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. And the drive starts with a completion, left side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Carson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Now it's Wilson being chased out left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Boy, what a job there. 4th down that far away from the end zone just to get it in, get that done.
An unlikely result, but it occurred nonetheless with a terrific play. Great way to finish and in the end zone.
And the defense has to be scratching their heads, right?
That's usually to their advantage. In that situation, they should be able to make a play on the ball, but instead it turned out to be a touchdown, and they've got to go figure it out on their sideline.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right? They won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina. And then, of course, the Dolphins. No one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to talk about them anymore. Carolina, they still thought maybe a late run could put them in the playoff race in the NFC South. And then how about Philadelphia? But they're not out of it.
No.
They still control their destiny. If they win out, they go 9-7 and win the NFC East.
Yeah, because they're just 1 game back of 6-6 Dallas. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Safety's creeping. We're good. Ready.
Breeze will try again on second down. He gets it to Thomas.
Wagner.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Check. Mike, 54. Night, sweetheart. Joker. Deuce.
Now, Breeze again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if you're started through 4 in the first half,
that his passes
Come on,
intercepted
Russell
for the
Wilson,
4th
put that
time
ball
today.
behind his head.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
so first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, We know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. To try again after the sack. Breeze. Now he's flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. 11. Mike 50. Jack. Hey, Delta. Kill.
On third and long, it's Breeze. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline.
Let's go,
out of
baby.
bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now it's Lockett. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Kill.
They run it with Carson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Again, it's Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Oh my God.
Incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. CD with that incompletion. Let's look at some of the big games week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think are the biggest four. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore at Buffalo, San Fran at New Orleans, KC at New England, Seattle at the Rams. How would you rank those? What do you think?
Well, this is going to sound self-serving since I'm working San Francisco and New Orleans, but to me that's the #1 game because the #1 seed in the NFC will be determined that week for that moment. Okay, the winner of that becomes the #1 seed. I think the #2 game, Seattle at the Rams, because Seattle's trying to maintain pace with San Francisco or become the #1 team in the NFC West, and the Rams have to have it if they have any designs of making the playoffs. The #3 game, Baltimore at Buffalo. Buffalo's announced its presence, that big win on Thanksgiving Day over Dallas, but Baltimore's the hottest team, the best team in the league over the last 8 weeks. And then you finish up Kansas City, New England. How is that the #4 game?
I know.
Hard to believe, but it is in this instance.
That's good for 28 yards. Breeze going to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. The quick slant caught. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
0-2.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Easy opposite. Easy opposite. 54. Mike 54.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
What up? Hey.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. But I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied. But, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about
he's trying to mess up the Wi-Fi so he can
maybe
win.
on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
I hate niggas that play like this.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
Move, Carson. Hey, Carson, move. You see me running?
But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain.
Hey, just come in the house, bro. Just come in the house. Just come in the house. Just come in the house.
Right? You don't need the
I'm in the
big
middle of
shots
something.
downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now it's Carson.
Come on!
He is very close to a 1st down, but from
Are
where
you
he's spotting that
serious?
football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He finds Ursula. Down the numbers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Seattle is a tough pill to swallow.
What?
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And
What's good, bro?
Forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to
No, I don't
get
play
it to the
Superstar.
end zone.
I don't play Superstar KO, bro.
Myers connects on the PAT.
You good, though. Hey, I'm going to tell you something.
21-10 game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Hey, stop running plays you got off YouTube.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
But can we still play against each other or with each other even though we won't be playing?
Yeah, you got to start running. You got to start running defensive plays you got off YouTube, though. You been running the same play all game. I just been trying dumb passes, but you been running the same play all game.
Get their drive started.
That's why I finally got you.
Last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown.
Those
See if they
YouTube
can do
plays
better.
gotta go.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
They gave you that one. They gave you that one.
And he'll take it
They ain't
into
tripping
the
like that.
end
They gave
zone
it to
for
you.
the Saints touchdown.
Because I was right the fuck there.
Ted Ginn.
But if
His second
I got
touchdown
one
of the
time, I got
afternoon
also
as his guys are
and
back
Marcus
within
Allen
a
in the
single
same
score.
game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Working from the gun, it's Breeze.
Come on, you better not get caught. You better not get caught. You better not get caught. Ah,
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions,
go.
heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This is taken at the 3.
What game are you playing?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last
hear you better,
go-around.
Jim.
Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
Okay.
And when you start
do
plotting
you
for
want,
this drive,
like,
when you start
what
thinking
game
to
are you
yourself, okay,
playing?
what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you
You said
did
what game am I
before
playing?
because that worked.
No, game
But you have to be
mode, not game
prepared for
mode.
wrinkles
I
and
play.
counters because you know they'll
I
make
play
some
the
adjustments.
simulation. I play the regular
23
game. I
yards
don't
on the
take the
pickup
pay.
there and a first.
Do you want to play against me?
Sure.
They keep
Okay.
it with Penny on first
I just sent you
down.
an invite.
And
Wait,
he'll get
not
this
yet.
down only to about the 46.
Injuries.
Just a yard on the
Hey,
pickup
what minute
there to
quarters
bring
you
up
wanna
a
do?
2nd and 9.
We can do 6.
Okay.
Now it's Penny running right, and he's going to have to
I'm not
protect
that
the
good, so we're
football
gonna
and
do
take his
rookie.
lumps here at this stage
I
of
don't
the
play
game
rookie.
as
I
they
don't play
stop him
automatic.
behind the line. That'll
You
wind up
play
going for a
ice.
loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Okay. So do all Madden?
Yep.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk.
This can be a hard game because
Bananas Ursula.
you should
And he'll get
see
it down
me.
to the
I
47
am
here.
not that
So
good.
fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
If I am.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Alright, I'm just waiting for you.
Ready.
The Saints
stadium
offense
should we
on the
do?
field ready to get their drive started.
Because I'm being the Ravens.
Ouchie, spell, kill.
So, do you want to just do some, like,
Now Breeze.
what's a really cold place?
Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the
Okay,
game.
well, I'm
picking the
Clock
Ravens?
and nowhere to go. Just get
That's
rid
where
of
I
it.
am.
That's a smart
Because I
play
want
because you're not worried
to.
about your
How do you
completion
make it?
percentage,
Can
and
you
you're
not
also
make
not
it
trying to
snow?
force it into bad
Oh,
traffic
there.
as well. Throw
You can
the
only
ball
make it.
away, live to fight another
Oh, there you
down.
can.
53.
Breeze to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Okay, I'm just waiting for you to join now.
And that's going to be incomplete.
What play
Good
call
effort
should I
there,
use?
trying to
It
take
says
a shot, but it's third
enhanced
down.
or slim.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first
Which one
things
should I
first,
do?
before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly
Enhanced
right.
or
Gotta
slim?
get back into focus here.
Enhanced.
Get the
Regular.
first down. That's what's vital to
That
know.
one better?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Why is Lamar Jack? Okay, in Madden 21, Lamar Jackson is not going to be. He's going to have a superstar expert. He's only he still has a superstar, but he doesn't.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. Take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What do you do?
Oh!
Charles, we've seen him
That
target
juke
one of their
move,
main
man.
weapons
Just
time and
stop
time
and
again.
go.
Maybe they went to that well too many times.
Oh,
Minnesota
for the
difficult to determine
game.
how many times is too many
you
because
done?
how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop
you
us,
win?
we'll keep going.
Yeah, you
But they
just threw a
got
pick
stopped
six.
on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And did you
Get
return it?
another shot on
Yep.
offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
All right.
Oh, let me go back to this dude's party.
Wait.
Let's go! Let's
The Saints offense on the
go!
field ready to get their drive started.
Let's go!
Now Breeze to try again after the pick six.
Let's go!
And that should do it.
Let's go!
The number
Bro,
7
he finna
usually
quit. I
lucky
know he
here.
finna quit. Ain't no way he ain't
7
finna
picks he's
quit.
thrown in this game. That's
Oh
only
my
happened 6
God!
times since 1960.
Wow!
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman
Whoa,
Trophy.
my
Sometimes you just have a lousy
God.
game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Good game, bro.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's into the clear.
Let's
40,
go!
30,
You better not get caught, bitch.
10,
Let's go!
touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 70 yards.
Let's
Seahawks are able to
go!
stretch that lead out a bit
Nigga
further.
had me nervous all game.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Let's go. Come on, bro. Head. Let's go. Let's go.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Let's go.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I will for a little bit. I'm in the middle of a close game. Oh.
The Saints
I don't
offense
know.
on the field ready
But
to
I
get
finally-
their drive started.
I just came
They're
back
down
and
big
won.
Here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge. And someone
I
said,
just
"Coach,
came
what do you
back
want
and
to
won.
call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's
Make
get
it
out of
up.
here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is,
He just caught that on two
goodness, He
niggas.
pulled it in
Wow.
one-handed. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
From the gun, it's Breeze. It's caught. Smith. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
And well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is
Let's
now.
go.
A throw on
Baby.
first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm the GOAT.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their
go.
confidence. To give up that many
Boy, that
points,
game was
even if you
scary.
win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles
Gotta run
Davis,
that
and the
football,
best darn
dog.
crew in the industry.
run that
I'm Brandon
football.
Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Wow. Let's keep some stats. That defense will win this game. That defense will win this game. Let's check out them defensive stats. waiting here. 2 interceptions. Yeah, bro. Defense saved our ass that game.